Can you imagine squaring a 3-digit number in your head without a calculator?
483 squared.
23289.
How about solving advanced equations off the top of your head like these 6th graders?
Go, guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2, 6, 3, 1, 6, 9.
Good.
0.615 3 8 4 6
Good.
359856.
Good. Okay, you're on.
These ordinary kids have learned to use their brains in extraordinary ways with Brainetics, the breakthrough math and memory learning system developed by math genius Mike Byster. These kids are seeing just how fun and cool learning can be, and it's motivating them to do amazing things.
743.
How many have 743? Awesome. Good job.
Inspiring students, teachers, and parents across the country, the Brainetics Math and Memory System is a recent winner of a 2008 Parents' Choice Gold Award.
My favorite thing about Mike is the way he can take kids who aren't always motivated about math, and maybe math comes very easily to them so they don't have to put a lot of effort into it. Mike can give them a challenge, they take it and they run with it.
By using his tools and his strategies, he has motivated my students where they truly have a hunger for mathematics.
We wanted to put Brainetics to the test, so we found the Alabastros, an average American family with 3 kids who have been struggling with math anxiety and lack the interest and confidence they need to truly excel in their studies.
5, 6, 7.
What my hope is for our kids taking the Brainetics Challenge is to enjoy math and to see that it has a purpose in the world. They think they just have to do math. Math is just dumb, and I don't want to do this because it doesn't make sense.
My teacher made me do
yeah,
it.
and I'll never have to use it again. I want them to see math in every day. It's like, wow, I can figure that out, and math applies to everything that they do.
So, could Brainetics help the Alabastros find fun in learning math?
It's our first day, and we're learning about magic squares. I just did a 15 3x3. I got all of them right.
How do you feel?
Proud.
Magic Squares is just one of many different game-like methods for making math fun.
I didn't actually think that I could do this, but now I can do it pretty fast.
In just 1 week, Andre's math anxiety is starting to fade, and they're all finally having fun learning math.
This makes it fun and easy. It also exercises your mind for doing other things. We finished the 90s and we're moving on to multiplying 2-digit numbers that end in 1.
When they started doing 2-digit multiplications and how quick they were able to do that, they're like, wow, that was amazing.
9,120. Yes!
Andre answered that problem on the spot using Mike's shortcut for multiplying 2-digit numbers in the 90s. For instance, take 96, which is 4 away from 100, and 95, which is 5 away. To multiply these two numbers together, you take the top number 96 and subtract the second number in parentheses 5, which is 91. Then you multiply the two numbers in parentheses together, which is 20. The answer is 9120. It's that easy. After just 3 short weeks of using Brainetics, the Alabastros had lost their math anxiety and are well on their way to improving their grades and are finally having fun learning math.
The kids that struggle in school have low self-esteem, 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, 2 hours a night doing homework. Those are the kids that always feel inadequate. And that is something that we really address because we want those kids to start feeling smart, feel great about themselves.
I never really thought I could do anything like this without a calculator, and suddenly I'm doing this and it's so fun and amazing.
It's really exciting, actually, when you finish a problem and you thought, like, when you didn't learn the whole chapter and say, I have no idea how to do this, and when you're all over, oh my gosh, I finished it. I did it. Woohoo.
To see the light going on the kids' eyes when they're trying to do this
is such a big reward, I would imagine.
It is the coolest thing ever. There is no payment in the world you could get from getting an email from a kid saying, this was my best day ever. You know what I mean? It's just such a wonderful feeling.
Jessie is the 12-year-old, and she's been struggling in school ever since about second grade. And we had her tested, and she's actually has ADHD.
School can be a big part of your life. It's hard and it's sometimes easy, but it's hard.
With Brittany, she does really well in most of her subjects, but she really has to work at it.
Sometimes I don't feel smart enough because I don't get it as fast as other things.
As a parent, you just want him to give him the best kind of help in life. So, but it is really a helpless feeling when you feel like you've tried everything. I'm really hoping that being in this study that we see a difference and a change, and it definitely something I'd immediately start with.
As soon as they began working with Brainetics, the dread associated with learning math began to dissolve.
Okay, so chapter 1, we've just started, and we did a kind of a warm-up, and we did magic squares.
After the magic squares, black horse, and that stuff like that, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Maybe they'll all be tricks like this. And then once we started getting into like 2-digit multiplication and 3-digit multiplication, like all that stuff, it was like actually math stuff that like helped you.
The Goss brothers learned Mike's Brainetics techniques more than 10 years ago.
Mike teaches you that there's not only one way to learn, and there's not only one way to arrive at the answer to a problem.
The techniques Mr. Byster taught us that teach you how to multiply and do arithmetic much quicker in your head, I use every day as a math student.
I was able to take the time it needed to find out what gifted kids needed and kids with learning disabilities needed and 10-year-olds needed and 18-year-olds, you know, all different ages, all different ability levels, because I did not want to put out a product that only targeted, you know, one small group, because everyone has different abilities and different, you know, strengths and weaknesses.
Mike explained to me it's not just about math. Over time, your brain develops the ability to store information on one side while simultaneously processing it on the other. In the end, you gain the ability to solve all kinds of academic and life problems with greater confidence. Memorization, academic, and work issues become easier.
When did you start developing these formulas that you realized had potential?
I started developing them when I was 12 or 13.
Did you do well in school?
Well, I really struggled in school. I was an average to above average student. The problem with me growing up was I had difficulty showing my work and conveying it. And they didn't like children that were creative. And that's all changing now. And so that's really important, because the people that are creative are the people that change the world.
30 divided by 143.
Okay, the answer to that would be 0.2097992.
Great, good job.
What does the name Brainetics mean?
Well, Brainetics really is athletics for the brain. And when you do the program, you will feel like your brain just had an amazing workout.
But these athletics aren't hard work. They're fun games and creative exercises that improve concentration and focus and teach kids how to process and retain more information. Kids love learning Mike's amazing math shortcuts. These exclusive techniques develop math confidence and teach kids how to look at numbers in a whole new way.
The kids that struggle in school, have low self-esteem, 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, 2 hours a night doing homework. Those are the kids that always feel inadequate. And that is something that we really address, because we want those kids to start feeling smart, feel great about themselves.
181, 325, 237. Oh, wow. Go ahead, what do you got?
743.
How many have 743? You guys are awesome. Good job.
Quick, would you be able to multiply 3-digit numbers in your head?
5. Who can tell me what that equals? What do you have?
325215.
Right.
These kids can do it, and your kids can too. Brainetics will teach your children all the skills needed to excel in school and in life. Skills that are simply never taught in the classroom. With Brainetics, the breakthrough math and memory learning system developed by math genius Mike Byster.